and many compliments to all of you. So like Himanshu has already said, इंडिपेंडेंस डे के दिन पे हम लोग ये जो मौका है फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस, obviously the country got political independence, but in all our personal lives, each one of us, we also need different types of independence, right? I mean, one is related to our health, so that we can be free, we can be mobile, we don't depend on anybody else, and we are fit. So of course there is independence related to our health, there is independence related to our mind and mental state, so that we are free to enjoy our life without any stress, without any pressure, and we are mentally free and we enjoy whatever we are doing. And then of course, very important is also financial freedom, because we cannot enjoy our country's political freedom, we cannot enjoy freedom of our health, we cannot enjoy the freedom of mind if we do not have freedom of wealth or our finances. And I think that managing the freedom related to our finances is extremely critical, because इसके बिना अगर फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम नहीं है तो बाकी जो फ्रीडम्स हैं उसके ऊपर भी सवाल या निशान उठ जाता है. देयर विल बी क्वेश्चन मार्क on other forms of freedom if we do not have financial freedom. And I think when it comes to financial freedom, what is most important is actually, you know, most of us or all of us, we are हम किसी न किसी व्यवसाय से जुड़े हैं. We are part of some or the other profession. Some of us are businessmen. Some of us are doing a job. Some of us are, professionals, maybe doctor, lawyer, chartered accountant, consultant, whichever way. So maybe you are a businessman, professional, salaried individual. In whichever way, I think that most of us or all of us are having some monthly income. Even a businessman, from the business revenues and profits, they take some amount of money home every month. If you see professionals, of course, they earn their fees and accumulate some money every month. Salaried individuals, of course, get their salary every month. And whatever you may be doing, businessman, professional, or salaried, ultimately, uh, अगर आप सब ठीक ठीक करते हैं, if you're doing everything right, then your expense should be less than your income. And hence, every month you should be able to save something. And like Warren Buffett has said, that income minus expense is equal to saving नहीं होना चाहिए. Income minus saving is equal to expense होना चाहिए. What people are doing, first they are earning money every month, then they are spending on everything, whether it is the school fees, whether it is your food and other consumables, electricity bills, your conveyance. So people are earning some money, then they are spending on multiple things, और अगर कुछ बच गया तो इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. सो जो दुनिया के सबसे फेमस इन्वेस्टर है उन्होंने क्या बताया था कि भाई इनकम माइनस एक्सपेंस, whatever is left over is not supposed to be your savings. Income minus saving. From your income, first you decide how much you will save. Save a reasonable sum of money and only spend what you can afford to spend. So, income minus saving is equal to expense. After you decide that there is a certain target of money you are going to save, only then you should decide how much you can have monthly expenditure on your consumables. So, that is the first step of financial freedom. I think if we do not save, I don't think there is any question of mentioning financial freedom. It starts with that. Second point. So then comes what is the best way to save or invest. So then slowly from saving, we have moved to investing. Because when you talk about saving, हमेशा ध्यान रखिए, when you talk about saving and when you talk about investing, what is the biggest difference? The biggest difference between saving and investing, a lot of people actually don't know this difference. So let me just ask you a simple question. A lot of times for financial products, you see advertisements, correct? When you see a saving product, post office saving, bank deposit, small saving scheme of government, tell me something, and आप सभी अपने mind में इसको visualize करिए. Maybe close your eyes and visualize for a moment that whenever you see a saving product, then in a saving product, advertisement of a saving product, whenever you see advertisement of a saving product, उसके एडवर्टाइजमेंट में किस तरीके का फोटोग्राफ या पिक्चर दिखाया जाता है. When you see a savings product, the advertisement of a savings product, what type of picture or what type of photograph they actually show you. अगर आप ध्यान से याद करेंगे और सोचेंगे तो you will realize they always show a piggy bank. They show a piggy bank and they show coin of 1 rupee or something, and you're keeping on accumulating money in the piggy bank. So in a savings product, they always, generally speaking, show you something which is for saving and protecting, and usually they show some kind of, जैसे हिंदी में गुल्लक बोलते हैं, yeah, you will see in English, you will see a piggy bank, right? Now that is saving product. But when you talk about investing product, what type of picture or what type of photograph they show you in the advertisement of a investment product. So again, if you sit back, close your eyes and think, whenever there is an investment product, for investment products, they don't show piggy bank, they don't show saving, they don't show protection. For an investment product, they always show एक छोटा पौधा आता है जिसका प्लांट बनता है और फिर पेड़ बन जाता है. They always show you, you know, a small seed or a sapling, it becomes a plant and the plant becomes a tree. So for a saving product, they always show you piggy bank. Why? Because they want to show you protecting and saving. Saving में growth नहीं होता है. But when they show you investment product, why they show you a tree becoming a big tree which start giving fruits? Because investing is about growth. So saving is about protecting and keeping money safe, whereas investing necessarily means growth. So the first point is that income minus saving is equal to expense, which means you have to save every month. But if you save, then जो पैसा है आपका वही पैसा रहेगा. पिगी बैंक में पैसा ग्रो नहीं होता है, सेविंग बैंक में पैसा ग्रो नहीं होता है, पोस्ट ऑफिस में भी पैसा ग्रो नहीं होता है, राइट? सो इफ यू सेव, you are keeping your money safe. But if you want to prosper in life, if you have ambitions, if you want to grow your standard of living, if you want creation of wealth, then what do you actually need? You don't need saving product, you need investment product. And the main thing about investment product is that it should give you growth. Correct? So that is the most important thing that you should always remember. Income minus saving is equal to expense. And when you are saving, please make sure that it is not literally just saving, it is supposed to give you growth. Growth is extremely important because पैसा सेव करने से वेल्थ क्रिएशन नहीं होता है, पैसा ग्रो करने से अल्टीमेटली वेल्थ क्रिएशन होता है. Then comes to the point which is the most powerful point about all the NJ partners and where NJ clients are the most successful. And what is that point? That point is actually related to how do we really invest. Correct? Now, the thing which NJ is number one and NJ clients and NJ partners are number one in setting a culture of investing for growth. And what is the right way? Every month you are earning money, every month you are saving money. Every month, if you're earning and saving, it means you should have some monthly surplus for which you are going to invest. And what is the best way to invest your monthly surplus? This is why I said where NJ is number one is basically the SIP. The growing asset class is, of course, equity. And since you are saving every month in equity, you must be actually doing your monthly SIPs. So, this is something which you should never forget. Please remember that you are going to have income minus saving is equal to expense. So, don't start your expense first, start your saving first. And after saving a handsome amount, whatever is left, only that will be the expense. It means that you are going to save each and every month. The second thing you should keep in mind is that saving each and every month and saving in a investment product. Investment product की खास बात क्या है? It should have growth. And how is growth represented? It is represented by a tree, which is, a small sapling becoming a plant becoming a tree. So you are having income minus saving is equal to expense. You're going to save every month, but when you save, not literally save, make sure it is a investment product. Investment products are always characterized by growth. So the investment product characterized by growth is basically your equity mutual fund. And when you are doing equity mutual fund, then I think you should be doing SIP because you are saving every month. I think this is absolute basic. Without this, I don't think anybody can really aim for their financial freedom. This is some basic thing which I wanted to share with you. Now, coming to the fact that, when you are looking at investing in equity, correct? When you are looking at investing in equity, what has happened is that last 2 years, correct? Last 2 years, I think, has been very, very difficult for last 2 years has been very, very difficult for people because when they are investing in equity, when they are doing SIP, what is happening is people are expecting that it should give them very, very high returns, correct? Whenever you invest in equity, you are expecting it should give you 15% compounded, 18% compounded, 12% compounded, all these kind of numbers. But what has actually happened? What has actually happened is that in the last 2 years, the return on our equity index is practically close to zero, right? 2 years back, when the index was at 26,400, August 2024, index made a peak, and August 2024, the peak of the index was approximately 26,400, correct? It is now 2 years, and we are still below 25,000 kind of level. And not only that, we are flat in the last 2 years. The point is not only that we are flat in the last 2 years, the point which is bothering people is that we are actually, uh, the point is that we are actually not only flat, the point is that, index from 26,200, we are still below that peak. But what has actually happened is that in between, we saw when India Pakistan war happened, we saw 21,700. Then again, we saw recovery. Then again, when in March, end of February, March, when again there was West Asia war, again we saw 22,000. So 2 years back, it was 26,000 plus plus. Then there was a decline to 21,700. Then again recovery to 26,000. Again decline to 22,000. And again now we are still below 25,000. So what has happened is that saving, every month consistently you are saving. For saving, you should do equity mutual fund. SIP is the right way. All these things we have always explained to you. And all these things I think NJ is absolutely number one in doing. But what we have found, what people are witnessing now, what people are witnessing is that कि भाई ये strategy तो आपने बताया हमको, but in the last year or 2 years, is it really working or not? People are having some doubts that it is working or not working and what type of result we are actually getting. So what I want to do is now I just want to explain to you that whatever has happened in the last 2 years, what is the reason? Okay, so I'm going to put up my presentation now. First, I was just giving a background in terms of how we have to look at this entire subject of saving, investing, and financial freedom. Correct. Now, in the current environment, of all the basics I have explained to you, but now I'm coming to that in the current environment, what is causing the financial stress? And that is what I was describing to you. That for 2 years, when market is flat, and people start questioning that are we going to make any returns or not? So that is something that I want to discuss. So I'm going to talk two things: shed some light on how the market has been in the last 2 years and why that should not cause stress, why we are going to make very big returns going ahead from here. That is one. And second is in the past also. So in the first part of this presentation, I'll explain to you that abhi jo bhi ho raha hai, whatever you're witnessing now has happened in the past also. And then because SIP is also a topic of discussion of for freedom from financial stress, I will also explain to you that in the past, when this kind of crisis has happened, then how the SIPs have actually played out. So in the last 2 years, whatever I described to you, what has happened is that, first Mr. Trump won the election, then there were tariffs, then there was Iran and Israel war, there was India Pakistan war. In between, you saw now oil prices went up. you saw currency depreciation, you have seen FII's outflow. So basically, whatever I described to you in the last 2 years, what has happened is that there is a geopolitical crisis. बिकॉज ऑफ जियोपॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस आपने देखा कि भाई तेल के दाम बढ़ गए, रुपया डिप्रिशिएट हो गया, ये सारी चीजें हो गई। और इसकी वजह से एक तरीके से ऐसा लगा कि भाई नाउ देयर कुड बी इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस आल्सो। So geopolitical crisis with a economic crisis, high oil price, rupee depreciation, FII outflow. I think all of these things put together, last 2 years, market has gone nowhere and people are getting some financial stress कि भाई हमारा रिटर्न नहीं बन रहा है, जो भी स्टार्टिंग में आपने बेसिक्स बताया वो तो हम कर रहे हैं बट हमारा रिटर्न नहीं बन रहा है, दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग। Now what I'm going to do is that you will be surprised to know, for example, I have been in the industry since 98, 99. So 27 years I've been in the industry. And last 2 years का जो भी मैंने आपको describe किया ना, that in the last 2 years, geopolitical crisis, economic crisis, blah, blah, whatever I already told, I'm not going to repeat. So whatever I told you about last 2 years, in my 27 years, this kind of episode I have experienced 6 times. Okay. अभी आपको सरप्राइज लगा कि क्या बात कर रहे हो, हमको तो लगा कि भाई ये कुछ अजीब ही हो रहा है, पीपल हु हैव बीन थ्रू लास्ट 2 years, दे मस्ट हैव थिंक दीज आर एक्सेप्शनल सर्कमस्टांसेस, दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज हैपनिंग न्यू, ऐसा तो हमने सोचा ही नहीं था। बट आपको जान के आश्चर्य होगा कि पिछले इतने लंबे अरसे में जो भी डबल डिजिट रिटर्न मार्केट का बना है, जो भी डबल डिजिट रिटर्न म्यूचुअल फंड्स का भी बना है, वो पूरे 27 साल में I have seen this kind of episode जो last 2 years में हुआ है, that same thing I have seen it happening 6 times. Okay, so let me explain what do I mean I have seen it happening 6 times. So I'm going to cover this part first. So actually ये जो geopolitical issues, economic issues, all these things, so take an example. Even before this, we will start in 1997 and I'm going to describe to you 6 episodes. So one is here, then two is here, then somewhere in between there is three here, that is 2012 and 2013. Then we will go to this period, which is the fourth episode. Then we'll go to this period, which is the fifth episode. Okay. So अभी जो जियोपॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस, ऑयल प्राइस, ये सब आपने देखा, वो मैंने अपने करियर में 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 टाइम्स देखा है। और अभी जो हो रहा है वो मेरे पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस में 6th टाइम हो रहा है। Okay. So in 1997, India did nuclear test in Pokhran. When India did nuclear test in Pokhran, there were economic sanctions against India. Forget Iran and all. There were economic sanctions against India, which is like an economic boycott of India. Correct. Then in 1997 itself, there was an Asian currency crisis where currency of multiple countries like Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, all of these actually depreciated heavily. In 1998, Russia defaulted on its debt. In 1999, there was Kargil war. In the year 2000, in the stock market, internet bubble burst. After that, we had US 64 and Ketan Parekh and all these things. In 2001, terrorists blew up the World Trade Center. Then in 2002, all these scams in India were also continuing. In 2002, उसके बाद इराक और अफगानिस्तान में वॉर हुआ एंड इसके साथ सी निफ्टी फेल 17% in 2 weeks. There was extended conflict and terrorism. There was economic collapse. Oil price went up. All these things happened. So geopolitical crisis, economic crisis, commodity price, everything happened from 98 to 2002. Then you fast forward to 2008. In 2008, there was a financial crisis. There were terror attacks in Mumbai. एक चीज यहाँ पे लिखा नहीं है. At a point, there was also Satyam scandal, which happened in Jan 2009, which was the biggest corporate scandal in India's history. Correct? That happened in 2009 also. तेल की लोग बात करते हैं. In 2008, oil was at $145. And by the way, in 2008, when oil was at $145, rupee depreciated from 37 all the way down to 49. जब इंडिया का मार्केट कैप $1 ट्रिलियन का था, तब हमारे यहाँ पे $16 बिलियन का FI आउटफ्लो हुआ था and the stock market declined from 21,000, it went to 8,000. I mean, before this fall also, 2010 में फिर से 21,000 हो गया था, but before the fall also it was 21,000 and it fell all the way to 8,500. So ये second period था where there was economic crisis, geopolitical crisis, rupee depreciation, oil price, foreign outflow, everything. Then मैंने बोला 2012, 2013, In 2012 and 2013, oil was at $100. In 2013, India was called Fragile Five. Rupee fell from 54, 55 down to 68, 69. तभी भी स्टॉक मार्केट 2012 में 25% डाउन था. तेल का दाम कंटिन्यूसली $100 था. सो दैट वाज इन 2012, 2013. देन यू कम टू 2000 दिस पीरियड ऑफ 2019. इसके पहले 2018 में IL&FS नाम की जो फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन है दैट वेंट बैंकरप्ट. इट वाज फॉलोड बाय क्रेडिट क्राइसिस. यहाँ पे येस बैंक, दीवान हाउसिंग, ये सब संस्थाएं जो है they went bankrupt actually. They had to be bailed out or bought over by somebody else. In 2018 also oil price was $90. Rupee depreciated from 62 all the way to 74. That time also we had FII outflow and stock market declined. और इसके तब बीच में बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक भी हुआ था और उसके बाद 2020 में कोविड क्राइसिस हुआ. So this is the entire period from 2018 to 2020. Then you fast forward, come to 2022. In 2022, oil price was $129. Okay. FII outflow was 18 billion. Okay. Nifty declined from 18,000 to 15,000 in a matter of couple of months, right? And there was Russia-Ukraine war. Okay. So oil was $129. Rupee declined from 72 down to almost 82. So rupee decline भी हुआ, तेल का दाम भी बढ़ा, FI outflow, all of this. So now I have described to you 5 times: 97 to 2002, 2008, 2012-13, 2018-19-20, 2022, and now in 2025-26. So 6 times it has happened. जो पिछले 2 साल में आपको देख करके जो आश्चर्य हुआ है यार कि भाई लास्ट 2 इयर्स मार्केट इज नॉट डूइंग गुड, देयर इज अ जियोपॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस, हमारा क्या होगा, ये जो चिंताएं आपको हो रही है पिछले 2 साल में, वो हमने अपने कार्यकाल में 27 साल में 6 बार देखा है. और जो हम लोग म्यूचुअल फंड्स का, SIPs का और इंडेक्स का जो लॉन्ग टर्म रिटर्न की बात करते हैं, दैट इज आफ्टर विटनेसिंग ऑल दिस क्राइसिस. ये सब क्राइसिस को माइनस करके वो रिटर्न नहीं बना है, ये सब क्राइसिस के साथ उस तरीके का रिटर्न बना है. ओके. द अदर थिंग विच एवरीबडी नाउअडेज वरी अबाउट कि भाई ऑयल प्राइस इज गोइंग अप एंड डाउन. नाउ लेट मी टेल यू द हिस्ट्री. ऑयल का जो दाम है वो जितनी बार ऊपर जाता है, जैसे ये मैंने आपको बताया, इन 2008 ऑयल वाज एट $145, राइट. In 2010, 11, 12, oil was close to $100. In 2018 also, oil was close to $90. Here oil was $129. यहाँ पे भी 130 के आसपास. And then now it has corrected and maybe close to 90. Okay. So what you must have noticed about oil price, every time it goes up, it crashes. Then it goes up, फिर से crash. Then it goes up, again there is a crash. Again it goes up, there is a crash. Then it goes up and a crash. ऑयल की एक खास बात है, जो लोग इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़े हैं, they will understand that oil has a very high price elasticity. What do you mean by price elasticity? Means that every time oil price goes up, it is followed by a significant decline, because when oil price goes up, the demand goes down. Price elasticity is high, meaning that every time the price goes up, the demand will go down. So what happens in oil? When the price goes up, demand goes down, also supply goes up. क्योंकि भाई ऑयल जमीन से निकाल के लोग बेचते हैं, हर दिन जमीन से निकाल के बेच रहे थे तो उनको $60-70 मिल रहा था. थोड़े दिन पहले सडनली 120 मिलने लगा, तो दे स्टार्टेड रिमूविंग मोर ऑयल. ऑफ कोर्स इफ यू आर गोइंग टू रिमूव ऑयल एंड सेल, यू गेट $60 sometime. Then the day somebody give you $120, of course you'll pump more oil. If you start pumping more oil, what will happen? Oil price will go down. Now India is getting oil even from Venezuela. It is getting oil even from Russia, for example. So डोंट स्टार्ट गेटिंग स्केर्ड. हर बार अखबार में आता है, टीवी में आता है, तेल का दाम बढ़ गया, उसको देख के आप घबराइए मत. ये तेल की हिस्ट्री है. यहाँ पे जब $145 था ना, तो लोग बोलते थे कि भाई 200 हो जाएगा. इंस्टेड ऑफ हैपनिंग 200, यू सी व्हाट हैपेंड, इट क्रैश्ड. जब ये 100 था तब भी लोग बोलते थे 200 हो जाएगा, अगेन इट क्रैश्ड. अभी थोड़े दिन पहले 130 था, तब भी लोग बोल रहे थे 200 हो जाएगा, अगेन इट स्टार्टेड टू क्रैश. सो ऑयल हैज गॉन अप एंड डाउन मेनी टाइम्स. आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड गेट, इट शुड नॉट कॉज यू स्ट्रेस. एंड जैसा मैंने बताया, ये पूरी हिस्ट्री, ये पूरा हमारा स्टॉक मार्केट का रिटर्न इज आफ्टर सीइंग ऑल दीज एपिसोड्स. दूसरी चीज है जिसके बारे में लोग बहुत घबराते हैं, आपके काफी रिश्तेदार होंगे जो एनआरआईज होंगे, हमारे एनजे चैनल पार्टनर्स हैं, इनके भी काफी क्लाइंट्स होंगे जो एनआरआईज होंगे. सो इवन इफ यू सी रूपी, एक चीज आप ध्यान में रखिएगा, रूपी का चार्ट हमेशा उल्टा होता है। ये चार्ट जब ऊपर जाता है इसका मतलब कि रूपी का डेप्रिसिएशन हो रहा है, और जब चार्ट नीचे आता है इसका मतलब कि अप्रिसिएशन हो रहा है। तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, आई टोल्ड यू दैट इन 2008 ऑल्सो रूपी हैड गॉन टू अबाउट 50, 30, 37 का 49 मैंने आपको बताया था, राइट। देन आई टोल्ड यू इवन इन 2013 रूपी हैड गॉन टू अबाउट 68, 69। फिर ये समय भी मैंने आपको बताया व्हेन द रूपी 2018 when ILFS defaulted, that time rupee went to about 72, ये भी मैंने आपको डिस्क्राइब किया। then somewhere here rupee crossed 80 in 2022, 72 का 84, ये भी मैंने आपको बताया। और ये अभी हम लोग जहाँ पे हैं लगभग राइट क्लोज टू दैट लेवल। सो एवरीबडी रिमेंबर्स व्हेन रूपी डेप्रिशिएट्स, सबको ये मालूम है बहुत डेप्रिशिएट हुआ, बहुत डेप्रिशिएट हुआ, बहुत डेप्रिसिएशन हुआ यहाँ पे एवरीबडी रिमेंबर्स ऑल दिस डेप्रिसिएशन। लेकिन आप एक चीज देखिए, प्लीज लुक एट वन थिंग केयरफुली। Whenever the rupee depreciates and makes a new low, after that, see what happens. When this chart goes down, meaning rupee is appreciating and going sideways. Then there is depreciation, then appreciation and sideways. Then there is depreciation, then there is appreciation and a sideways movement. Then again there is depreciation, then there is appreciation and again depreciation, फिर से appreciation. अभी देखिए यहाँ पे साइड पे जा रहा है, फिर डेप्रिशिएट हुआ, फिर से ऐसे साइड पे चला, अब ये फिर डेप्रिशिएट हुआ है। सो व्हाट यू विल नोटिस फ्रॉम हियर इन द नेक्स्ट 6 months 1 year, ये शायद यहाँ से ऐसे अल्टीमेटली इट इज अगेन गोइंग टू गो लाइक दिस, करेक्ट। सो डोंट वरी बियॉन्ड द पॉइंट अबाउट रूपी डेप्रिसिएशन ऑल्सो। दिस इज नॉर्मली हाउ रूपी हैज वर्कड। Once in every 5 years it depreciates a lot, then again it starts to appreciate, then it goes into a range, and so on and so forth. So I think that ये जो भी आपने पिछले 2 साल में देखा है उससे आप घबराइए मत, उसमें ऐसा कोई नया चीज नहीं हुआ है। आई एम स्टॉपिंग शेयरिंग बिकॉज आई वांट टू शो यू अनदर प्रेजेंटेशन एंड 1 or 2 important slides, राइट। नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड कि भाई यहाँ से अब हमको क्या देखना चाहिए, बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन टू यू कि भाई पिछले 2 साल में जो हुआ है वो पहली बार नहीं हुआ है। इट शुड नॉट कॉज यू एनी स्ट्रेस। हमने 27 साल में 6 बार इसको झेला है, एंड जितना भी हमारा लॉन्ग टर्म रिटर्न है इज आफ्टर सीइंग ऑल दिस अप्स एंड डाउन्स। और ये अप्स एंड डाउन्स में सबसे ज्यादा लोग डराते हैं एक दूसरे को, रूपी डेप्रिसिएशन हो रहा है, ऑयल प्राइस बढ़ रहा है, तो वो भी हमने आपको बता दिया है कि भाई उसमें भी कोई नया चीज नहीं हो रहा है। इन द पास्ट whenever oil price has gone up, it is followed by a crash. Whenever rupee is depreciated, again it has started to appreciate. So nothing to get scared, nothing to get worried about. ऐसा बहुत बार हुआ है, ऐसा कोई नया नहीं हो रहा है। Now what has happened? Now come to this particular important part, right? In this what you are going to see, इसमें कोई बहुत ज्यादा चार्ट्स मुझे आपको दिखाने नहीं है, राइट। फॉर यू ऑल्सो इट इज सैटरडे, इट्स अ हॉलीडे, इंस्टेड ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस आई डोंट वांट टू टाई यू डाउन विद सो मेनी डेटा एंड ग्राफ्स एंड चार्ट्स। लेकिन हमारा काम मुश्किल होता है अगर हम आपको पूरा केवल कहानी सुनाएंगे और ग्राफ्स और चार्ट्स और डेटा के साथ नहीं बताएंगे तो आपको लगेगा कि वी डोंट नो एनीथिंग। So it is important that whatever arguments I am making, we should back it with data and with important charts. अब आप देखिए पिछले 5 साल में क्या हुआ है। ये पिछले 2 साल की कहानी यहाँ पे, दिस इज द पीरियड विच पीपल आर वरीड अबाउट। ये देखिए 2 साल पहले ये 74,400 था, ये 76,900, बीच में 80 भी गया था, अभी तक वो लेवल रिकवर नहीं हुआ है। सो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम दैट बाई फॉर 2 years इंडेक्स हैज नॉट डन एनीथिंग। बट लेट्स लुक एट स्लाइटली लॉन्ग पिक्चर, लुक एट 5 years। इन 5 years, और ये कोविड का बॉटम नहीं है, ये रिकवरी के बाद है, ओके। सो 5 years सेंसेक्स हैज गॉन फ्रॉम 48,000 टू 76,000। तो ये इतने समय में सेंसेक्स का कितना रिटर्न हुआ ये समझो 50%। जो यहाँ पे लिखा है इट इज 10.8% कंपाउंडेड रिटर्न इन लास्ट 5 years। बट when Sensex has compounded by 10.8%, when Sensex has given this much in 5 years, सेंसेक्स की कंपनियों का मुनाफा आप देखिए, जब सेंसेक्स मुश्किल से 50% बढ़ा है उस समय में, जब सेंसेक्स केवल 50% बढ़ा है, when Sensex has gone up only 50% in the last 5 years, in the last 5 years सेंसेक्स की कंपनियों का मुनाफा जो है वो दुगना हो गया है, राइट। सो द अर्निंग्स, profitability of Sensex has grown by 15% compounded, बट सेंसेक्स हैज ग्रोन ओनली बाय 11%। इसका क्या मतलब है कि पिछले 2 साल में जब ये मूवमेंट नहीं हुई है तब कंपनियों का मुनाफा तो बढ़ा है, एंड एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट यू कैन सी, देखिए सेंसेक्स का पी मल्टीपल डिक्लाइन हो गया, प्राइस टू बुक डिक्लाइन हो गया, कंपनियों की एफिशिएंसी और प्रोडक्टिविटी जो है, रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी, दैट हैज एक्चुअली इम्प्रूव। सो 2 साल से मार्केट में रिटर्न नहीं बना, ये बात सही है, बट बिकॉज लास्ट 2 years मार्केट हैज नॉट मेड रिटर्न, द मार्केट हैज नाउ बिकम एक्चुअली चीपर। और अगर हम 30th June की बात करें, जब रिजल्ट सीजन, एज ऑफ 30th June व्हेन द रिजल्ट्स हैव कम, यू विल actually see that the market has become much, much, much cheaper and much, much more attractive. So just because index is not moving, it doesn't mean, just because index is not moving, it doesn't mean that people are not making money. In fact, when index hasn't moved, the market has become actually cheaper and it has become more attractive. Correct. So ये तो, this is a time when you should actually be doubling down on your SIP and you should show a lot more of conviction. Now coming to the last part जो मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, last couple of slides. देखिए यहाँ पे, because all of you or most of you are doing SIP, we have deliberately created one presentation जो आपने ज़रूर NJ partners ने भी देखना चाहिए और सारे clients ने भी देखना चाहिए कि भाई जब कोई SIP करता है तो ऐसे बहुत बार हुआ है, क्योंकि मैंने बताया कि भाई इन माई 27 years आई हैव सीन दिस काइंड ऑफ मार्केट सिनेरियो 6 times, करेक्ट? सो एंड आई हैव आल्सो डन एसआईपी, आई हैव ऑलवेज टोल्ड पीपल टू डू एसआईपी। सो जब मार्केट में इस तरीके के उतार चढ़ाव आते हैं, जियो पोलिटिकल क्राइसिस, इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस, जब एसआईपी में 2 साल रिटर्न नहीं बन रहा है, लोगों को स्ट्रेस होता है, तो उसके बाद क्या होता है, हाउ शुड यू एक्चुअली सी दिस? सो लेट्स टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, क्योंकि हम हमेशा लॉन्ग टर्म बोलते हैं लोगों को, so let's take an example of a long-term SIP. So what is this example we are taking? Let us say that somebody has done 10,000 rupees per month, started 20 years back, 1st April 2005, first of every month, and monthly SIP. So monthly SIP of 10,000 rupees from April 2005, and the SIP is put on 1st of every month. अब हम देखेंगे कि इस SIP का बायोग्राफी क्या बताता है, what is the journey of this SIP. So भाई देखिए 2000 1st April 2005 if it starts, so 1 year will be over on 31st of March 2006. So at the end of 1 year, because it was 10,000 rupees per month, what is invested? 1,20,000. Now 2005 2006, very strong market. 1,20,000 in 1 year, it became 1,70,000, and the return was 86%. Oh my God! So people would think, अरे वाह वाह बहुत अच्छा काम किया. You continue for one more year. March 2007, अब 2 साल हो गए, so the amount invested is 2,40,000. The value of 2,40,000 would have become 2,92,000, and it would be 20% compounded return. Now you continue one more year, so March 2008, 3 साल हो गए, so 10,000 per month in 3 years, 3,60,000. Value of 3,60,000, 4,66,000. Now it is 17.5%. अब ये जो स्टार्टिंग में मैंने अपना प्रेजेंटेशन में मैंने आपको बताया 2008 में क्या हुआ था, सो 2008 व्हेन द फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस हैपेंड, तो भाई तब तक 4 साल हो गए, 4,80,000. व्हेन द मार्केट डिक्लाइंड, तो 4,80,000 का वैल्यू हो गया, यहां तक तो सब बढ़िया चल रहा था. इन 2008 व्हेन द मार्केट डिक्लाइंड, 4,80,000 रुपए लग गया, द वैल्यू ऑफ 4,80,000 बिकेम 3,30,000. ये यहाँ पे था +17, यहाँ पे ये हो गया -17%. So the value declined. Now what will somebody think? Oh my God, all this SIP is wrong for me. I should stop the SIP. Should I stop the SIP or not? That will be the question. That I'm investing since 4 years. Now should I stop the SIP? What should I do? But then, they get some NJ partner or they get some smart advisor and they say, no, 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 please continue. It is meant for long term. So 2009 is gone. Now you add just one more year. This is the same table here. Just added one more year. So 5 year, now the SIP is 6 lakhs. In 1 year after the bottom, the market reacted, it became 9 lakhs. तो ये प्लस था, ये माइनस हुआ, अगेन इट बिकेम प्लस 17.94% कंपाउंडेड. So then this person got benefited because when the market was bad, they did not stop the SIP. और by the way, पिछले 2 साल में the beautiful part is कि market इतना खराब हुआ ही नहीं है. We had all these geopolitical crisis, economic crisis, but इतना खराब हुआ ही नहीं है. Return तो actually अभी भी अच्छा है. But in the past when there was a crisis, people have benefited by continuing the SIP. Now you come, okay, 2011, 7 lakh 20 has become 1097, 14% compounded. 2012, 840 has become 1170, 9% compounded. Then 960 has become 13 and a half. चलो यहाँ पे रिटर्न गिर रहा है because market started falling again, तो 8.25 हो गया. Now again this person will think, अरे 8% तो बैंक में मिल जाता है, should I stop or not? बोला नहीं नहीं, let's not stop, let's continue. So 2014, okay, ninth year 2014 it becomes again ये 8.2 का 10% हो गया. Just one more year, 10% again became 16.8%. 12 lakhs has become 29 lakhs, again back to 17% compounded. Then you continue 2016, all this period is fine, this is fine, this is fine, you are continuing the SIP. Then COVID. When COVID comes, it is 15 years of the SIP. In 15 years, 18 lakhs is saved. Value of 18 lakhs after 15 years because of COVID fall, it is 36.76. Back to 8.9%. Again, the person will think, oh, this is looking like bank, I should stop it. But again, no, please continue. So when you continue one more year, see what happens. Now it is 19 lakh 20,000, but the value jumps to 75.83. It is 15.5% compounded. And this is how it is actually continuing. And now you see after 22 years, अब ये 2 साल में रिटर्न नहीं बना. सी 24 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 25 lakhs, no change in value since 2 years, but the return is still 17.05% compounded after 22 years. So basically what you should keep in mind is that in a long term SIP, there will be many years where you will see a decline. There will be many years where you are not seeing any big returns. There will be many years when it is started to decline. But if you remain invested, you always benefit. So don't stress yourself. Okay, don't stress yourself with the ups and downs of the market. Basically, just to recap, I told you income minus saving is equal to expense. When you are saving, it is protection and it is saving or keeping money safe. But we want growth. So you should always invest in investment product which gives you growth. The best investment product for growth is your equity mutual fund, and because you're saving every month, that is why NJ is always telling you कि आपको SIP करना चाहिए equity funds में. But when you do SIP in equity funds for the long term, there are many periods like last 2 years, not much return. So there are many periods when you get big return, sometimes you don't get return, sometimes there is a fall. But if you remain invested, the longer you remain invested, the higher the chance of getting better and better returns. So, happy Independence Day once again. Stay invested. Don't panic. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है जो पहले नहीं हुआ है, ऐसा पहले भी हुआ है. और हमेशा जो लोग डिसिप्लिन रहते हैं, प्रोसेस ओरिएंटेड रहते हैं, अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट सिस्टमैटिकली कंटिन्यू करते हैं, उन्हीं का फायदा होता है. Only the people who are disciplined, who remain invested systematically, who do not panic, and who understand that this is part of normal journey, they are the only ones who will be able to get rid of financial stress. So thank you very much for listening me out. I'll hand back to Himanshu.
Thank you, sir. It was a great highlight and बहुत अच्छे सिंपल स्टेप्स में एज ए इन्वेस्टर हमें क्या फॉलो करने चाहिए हमारे वेल्थ क्रिएशन जर्नी में, उसमें आपने बहुत सारी चीज़ें हाईलाइट की है. आई विल रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द क्लाइंट्स एंड ऑल द पार्टनर्स टुगेदर अपने फाइनेंशियल जर्नी को रीचेक करिए. ये सारे स्टेप्स जो आशीष साहब ने इन्फॉर्म किए उसको हमारे पोर्टफोलियोज और इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी में क्रिएट करने और एग्जीक्यूट करने की कोशिश करिए. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much for all your time. Thank you, Ashish Bhai, for valuable insights. Thank you. Please conclude today's session. Thanks a lot.